Hi guys, and welcome to Shelby85. Today we are introducing a new series on the YouTube channel. This is Sports and Beer. Today we are going to be talking about the NNL or NLL. It is the National Lacrosse League. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the upcoming game, which is on February 11th at Thursday, which will be starting at 9:30 p.m. Now the game will be Saskatchewan versus Colorado in lacrosse. Now we know that this is not the first time that these teams have met. This is actually the second time, or will be the second time, that these teams have met. Now last time that these teams have met, we've seen that Saskatchewan ended up walking away with a victory. It was a 12-10 victory, 12 for Saskatchewan, and of course 10 for Colorado. Now, this is a really interesting and really exciting game because of the simple fact that, or not only because of the simple fact that, this is the number one place team in the Western Division versus the number 2 team in the Western Division. Number 1 team, of course, is Saskatchewan, with a total win record of 3 and a total loss record of 1. And Colorado, which is the number 2 team in the Western Division, with a total of 4 wins and of course 2 losses. But everything could change once it comes down to Thursday. We could see Colorado with a 5-win and a 2-loss streak, or we could see Saskatchewan with a 4-win streak and a 1-loss streak, or vice versa. Now this is the 24th game in an 81-game season for the National Lacrosse League. Now, of course, this game will be a home game for Colorado, which gives Colorado the hometown advantage. And if history tells us anything, home teams don't always win, but a good portion of the time they do, especially when they have a good crowd behind them, and Colorado does have a decent crowd behind them. Now, this will, of course, be an away game for Saskatoon, but that's okay because we've seen Saskatoon win in away games before, so that's okay. Now, this game was also be a pretty big game because of the simple fact that when you look at recent games concerning Colorado and Saskatchewan, Colorado has scored in recent game 31 points. In recent games, Saskatchewan has also scored 31 points. So both teams are going into this match at 31 points each total scored to date. So it's going to be 31-31 going into this. We're also looking at the fact that this is the number 1 place team versus the number 2 place team. Now, who's my pick for this one is definitely Colorado, simply because I did see Colorado in a recent practice. I have not gotten the chance to see Saskatoon in a recent practice yet, and I probably will not before the upcoming game. Colorado looked like a well-oiled machine. They had Adam Jones, which the guy was unstoppable. The guy was a beast. Colorado also has a rather big guy in goal, and I know you think, well, he has a lot of padding. Well, take the padding off the guy. He's still a pretty big guy, and when you're guarding the tiny net like that and you're a guy that size, it's hard to get around him from time to time. But I know you're thinking, well, Colorado already lost 2 games and they do get shots on net. That is the fact, but I mean, it's still hard to get around a guy that size. Now, Saskatchewan does have Conway, and they do also have a rather big guy in net, but not as big of a guy in net as Colorado. So not only for those reasons, but I just do have a feeling that Colorado is going to go home with the W. Now, of course, we've seen in Saskatchewan's last game, which the last game for Saskatchewan was a home game. It was against Calgary. Of course, we've seen a pretty good sweep on Saskatchewan's part for that game. They did come out with the victory at 19-12, 19 for Saskatchewan, 12 for Calgary. In Colorado's last game, we played against Vancouver. They lost 7-15. 7 for Colorado, 15 for Vancouver. Now, of course, this is adds to a little bit more of why I think Colorado will win this game is because they're going to be playing with a lot of gusto and a lot of determination to win this game because of the simple fact that they are coming off of a loss. No team wants to lose back to back to back to back, you know what I mean? They don't want to lose back to back. So, of course, they're going to be fighting for their lives in this one to get that victory so they could have that back to win instead of a back to back loss. Now, the last time that these two teams have met was actually less than a month ago. On January 29th at 8:30 p.m. was kickoff time. Now, this is less than a month ago, and you're probably thinking, wow, this is less than a month ago that the two teams have met, so really what has changed? Well, a lot has changed, especially for Colorado. Colorado has seemed to be hitting the practice field rather hard lately, and I do think that's going to add to their gusto. Now, I don't want to be putting down Saskatchewan this entire time because Saskatchewan also does have a really good team behind them. They are a rather aggressive team. They do have a lot of big, strong guys. They are a rather young team. I mean, they're an all-around good team. If anything, I would have a pick to take to the championship this year would probably be Saskatchewan. Now, that would be my team to take to the final championship this year, hands down, no kidding. But I still just have a feeling deep down in my gut that Colorado will actually take it. Now, of course, we know that, like I said, this is the second time that they met, so this makes it all the more determined, I guess you could say, for Colorado because they don't want to lose again to the team that they lost to not too long ago. Let's face it, who does, right? But they will be facing each other, of course, more and more and more as the season goes on because we have an 81-game season and we have 9 teams. That's right, the National Lacrosse League has 9 teams in it. So I'm really excited for this game. I believe that hopefully you guys are just excited as I am as well. Everybody seems to be quite riled up for this on Calgary's side and on Saskatoon's side as well. So everybody seems to be really excited for it, really pumped for it. I'm pretty jacked for it myself. I think Colorado's going to take it. If you don't, then let me know by leaving a comment deep down below this video. Like and subscribe as well. Like I said, this is now a weekly show here on Shelby 85 Beer and Sports. Oh yeah, she's good. So let me know who your pick is, and of course on Tuesday I will be doing another episode and we will be talking about that game, and I'll be talking about my predictions as well as a few other games. We maybe even be talking about another sport, but ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be my episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. So, I'm really excited for this game. I hope you are too. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.